Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Giants sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. He finds his target. It's Evans. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and take it down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And it will tie things up at 6-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays and the net result 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now Wilson on 1st down.
He delivers another to Goedert, complete.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From the 27, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Agnew now a hit and a loose football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by McManus is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline now. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says,
he's got a man, complete, touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants.
Khalif Raymond,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. brings up third. Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyron Johnson, 49 yards.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Noah Fant, 42 yards.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Giants. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get...
And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Darrington Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers going right back to Fant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now here comes their final timeout. as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
Hey, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.